y'all? I'm B.
And I'm Angel.
And this is BaeDreamin. Alright, so we got Tien, we got Lupe, and we got Anisha over here, new to the BaeDreamin table.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, welcome to the show. You've seen these two before on a different episode. If you guys notice, I say guys, that's funny, because we have a panel full of lovely ladies today, and we got something special for you guys, because we're gonna have a girls talk panel. We're gonna talk about some everyday shit.
Cheers to that.
Everyday shit, because women be going through some shit, y'all. You be thinking life is easy for a woman because we're beautiful and we strong and we confident as we should be. If you're not, it's gonna where you're gonna get there, because I believe in you. You're gonna get there one day. But you know, we about to talk about some shit.
Yes, we are. I've got a few topics to bring up, see how you guys feel about them. I know we talked a little bit off camera, but I want to hear your truths, I guess. The first topic is sex. Like, how do you feel like sex is tied with your femininity? What does that look for?
Because when you say sex, I just think sex. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but doesn't make like I like sex, right? So like to me, like I'm super in tune with who I am to like feel free enough to even talk about that or like do these actions. And I don't know, some people are not. Like, there's like a whole scale. Like I'm pretty prudish or like fucking wild and free.
Well, you called me a prude. You called me a prude earlier.
Did I?
When we were talking about something sex related, she was like, "Don't be a prude." I was like,
what were we talking about?
Maybe
about
Tien's
this
a
question.
Maybe she's a prude. I don't know. So I mean, you
Maybe
guys
she's
are
on the shyer side.
When it comes to talking about it, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
okay.
I like to talk about sex. I think it's fun. I think it should be fun for everybody. And I'll be like, what you do? What you got? what teach me? Sex education. You know, Lloyd, y'all see, you know.
Mhm.
I sang a
I
whole
know.
album
I know.
from San Diego. And all sex education.
Was that from San Diego?
Yeah. I think that's when we
I
was.
thought we were coming back here, but
Was
it could have.
Shit, we was mobbing.
We be mobbing.
We was mobbing. How you feel about sex?
I think kind of like you and Tien, it depends. Like if I'm with my girls, I'll talk about it. We went shopping before, so it was fun, and we just got a little
So y'all.
yeah. But yeah, sex is great.
I feel the same way. I just noticed, like, earlier when I was on the phone with my friend, like, when she talked about sex and we were in public, and I was like, okay, people hear me now. I was like, you know, and then I know it's like, would guys do that? I don't know, but it's like, I felt like I didn't want other people to hear it, what we're talking about, so, but yeah, that was interesting.
Do you think society puts that on women, like women can't
Where it's like taboo.
talk about sex and like, cause do you think that's why you felt like, oh shoot?
Yeah, exactly, because in that moment, like, I just felt like busted, like, oh, you know, people are listening, like I did something bad, but I didn't do anything bad.
Exactly. I think. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
good. Yeah, it just was my first into, like, shh, Aisha, we're on the phone, like, you're on the store, people could hear you, like, you know, it's like.
I think it's like it's not as normalized as so many other things. So I grew up in two different households. One household, we don't talk about it. Other household, I know everyone's business, you know. So it's very different. So it's also like just how in my sense, how my family talked about it. And I could be free over here and say what I say, and you're like same situation like here. Let's just see.
Yeah, I feel that. I wasn't always so free talking about sex. Like I was raised Catholic, and so it's kind of like almost a shame thing. Like if you have sex, you're gonna go to hell. So like I used to be like what? Like yeah, like I remember when I lost my virginity, and my friends were like, "So what was it like?" And I was like, I can't want to talk about that, you know. And now I'm like, girl, let me tell you. Just exactly what happened, you know. So it's like I understand what you're saying, like how you can feel both, and I also just knowing you two so closely, like we talk about the craziest shit. Like I know all this, you know, the sex stuff, like we whatever. And then with you, it's like you're in the middle. It's like you're in the middle. You don't always like. I don't feel like you'd bring up the topic, but you wouldn't like shy away from talking about it necessarily.
If I get a card.
Yeah. And then with you, you never. Like I can see you being shy to talk about it because like out of all my friends that I do talk about it probably the least. I don't know shit about you, John. Can't stay the same for the rest of you.
Liv, she know your business. Good thing you're her best friend, huh?
But this is also something like a comparison. I think like at least the guys I talk to, they would never talk about like sex they have with their fiance or with their wife or you know like they would brag about one night stands. But I feel like women, we just tell everything. It doesn't matter if we love that person or not. It's just like to our friends at least.
Yeah. I think it's funny because the next topic was what is it like being a woman in this world, and I think we pretty much already tapped into that quite a few times already. But is there anything that we haven't that you don't feel like we did touch on?
About what it's like to be a woman?
Yeah, I mean pretty much. I'll just say, speaking for all women, I read this meme and it was like, what would you do if there were no men? If there were no men.
It's funny.
And the responses.
Just talk to my friends about it.
Yeah, right? And the responses were, it sucks because they were crazy ass responses, but not one of them was untrue.
Right.
It was like, I'll run at night with both headphones in, or I'll run in daylight with both headphones in, or I'll wear whatever I wear without being scared I'm gonna be raped, or like things like that. And it's just like, that's real shit. And that's what like inspired me to want to do a girl account.
It's funny that you say that because my friends, we had that same conversation because my job is like 10 minutes from where I live. So I walk to work. I live here in North Oakland. So it's daylight, I walk. You know, like, and I noticed like a guy's following me with his car. I'm like, okay, whatever, nothing new. It's as sad as it is, but I keep walking, ignoring, and then all of a sudden he keeps like he's shouting something. And I'm like looking, and then he's whipped the stick out and started off. You know,
This just recently happened?
2 days ago.
Shut up.
And I screamed. I was like, you asshole, whatever. And then he was running up, like, and then the guy I'm talking to at the moment, I talked to him and I was like, you know, this happened. And his first response was, but why are you walking?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what?
Like,
this is your
good point.
like, this is your answer. Like, why are you walking? Like, it's 3 o'clock a day. It's like, you know, like,
why wouldn't I be?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
why can't I be?
Exactly.
So I have to be like, oh, and several guys told me that, like, oh, that's why you should take the car in Oakland. I'm like, but you don't get the point. Like, why don't you sit down with your homeboys and be like, stuff like that is not okay. I just, my friend had this experience. I just want to tell you, like, don't do that. Or if you see something like that, you should speak out against it. You know, like just, or if men call women hoes for no reason because I'm from Europe, so like here that's so irritating to me, like that every girl is a hoe, is a bitch. It's like if you get called a bitch in Germany, like those are fighting words. No, like that's so, no one would say that, like unless you really want to insult someone. Okay. You know, like here it's like, and so many women have no issues with that. Like no man will ever call me a hoe or a bitch. You know, it's like, oh, my bitch did that. Like, you know, it's like, and it's just, and when you said that, like, what would you do? I would walk around freely with no bra on because I wouldn't care if my nipples were there.
Exactly.
I would eat a banana, bro.
Exactly.
I'm not eating ice cream because if I walk eating ice cream, you know what's going on.
Exactly.
You know what's going on.
So sad.
You know, and it's like fucked up. Like I have to hide eating the banana, or I have to break it up and like eat it in pieces. Yeah. So no man will make it come like, oh, I bet you could, you know.
Exactly. It's so irritating. Like we have to like try hard to not be sexually harassed.
Yeah. Right? Just be walking just in the mall and you can just see it already happening. So it doesn't have to even be like, go out, it's just anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's just,
and I think like
it can be uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, like we've had these conversations before where it's like when you're a girl and there is a man that's interested in you, like it's weird that we even have to be delicate and overthink how we could possibly turn this man down without pissing him off. Because I don't know if you guys have experienced it, but like in my experience, like if I've told a guy like that I don't want to date him. Sometimes things get crazy and he gets like obsessive or he gets pissed off, and it's like, I shouldn't have to be worried about your feelings when it comes to me telling you that I don't want to date you, without having to worry that you could possibly stalk me or threaten me or do any of this other stuff. Like, that's so unfair.
It's definitely like a male ego thing.
Right.
Yeah, they don't like to. So like, and this is not all men. It's not us bashing men, but there are some men out there like that have like this ego thing. They don't like to hear the word no, or they think, oh, you're a beautiful girl, you're a big girl, I can have you because I desire you. You should want me because I want you. You should want me, and they don't understand. Like, no.
I don't.
And then it's like a lack of respect.
And they feel, and it's like, oh, just do it. I wasn't that when you were just trying to fuck me, but now I'm telling you, like, no, you're not for me, and now it's a problem, and I have to be nice. Or like, there's times where I've said no a couple times, and they just don't take it.
And then you're like, how else can I say this? And I've always told her, like, why do we have to think of other ways to say no?
Right.
Like, why do we have to be nicer about it?
Exactly.
Like,
or I shouldn't have to yell at you.
Or like, I shouldn't.
Fuck alone.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Because sometimes that's what it takes, and it's like, we're all nice people, so it's like, why do you even have to take us to that person?
and then once
why
we
does it
get
take
there,
that?
they're like, wow, she's a bitch.
Yeah. Like, dude, I told you no 5 times. I thought I was very clear, but I guess I had to. It took me to do that for you to understand. I want to be left alone.
Right.
Yeah, with some men, it's like a lose-lose.
That's one thing men like to say to women. Like if they say their opinion.
Why are you being such a bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
Or John's favorite, are you on your period?
I am.
That's usually my response. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Do not ask women that question.
No.
Do not ask women that question. That's so rude.
And if I am, it doesn't matter.
I'm talking German already, but see the alcohol? No. But it's like, even if you're on your period, I mean, do you guys know what happens when you're in your period?
Do you understand the cramps?
Hormones, it's like hormones and everything changes. So cramps, exactly, like there are a bunch of flips that happen. So
It's literally the rumble in the jungle in your uterus, and they're over here acting.
your whole body.
You can handle it.
your
You'll be
pain
fine.
tolerance.
Male managers, ugh. You'll be fine. You can do everything. Like,
Sometimes you can't even get out of bed.
yeah, it's like we're to walk, and we're expected to do everything.
Yeah, no, John asked me, he was like, if you could describe what cramps feel like, what would it be? I'm like, imagine someone has a dagger on the inside of your uterus, and then they stab you, and then they start twisting it all the time.
While they like jigsaw it.
And like he was like, ooh,
That's exactly
and I'm like, that's exactly
And
how it feels.
like the blood flow. Like sometimes you're just bleeding like a pig. And you're like, it's uncomfortable. You're embarrassed because you're out and you have to go to work, and then you're like, you can't go to the toilet every, run to the bathroom, whatever. It's like, like people, and I hate when men act like it's nothing. Like, she's bitching about, your period. Like, no, yes, I am.
Yeah. I'm on my period now. Yesterday's like, Lim's like, get up, go take a shower. I'm just chilling right now. He's like, get up. I was like, look, I'm bleeding out right now. Like,
Let me
I
bleed.
just want to relax.
can you just let me do what I'm doing? I'm bleeding out. I can't control it.
I want to rest.
I just want to fucking chill, and I'm gonna get up and shower when I'm done bleeding out.
Yeah.
I get crazy migraines when I have my period, so that's like bad. Like lights have to go out and stuff. So getting up and going to work, or now sitting and looking at a screen is just on top of everything.
I feel like I move really slow when I'm on my period. Like I walk fast, I do everything fast, and I try to even today, I'd be trying to be fast, and I feel like I'm super like the sloth in Zootopia, and I can't even control it, and I try so hard, but I get so sluggish and feel so fatigued when I'm on my period that I just if I could lay down all day and nobody talked to me, and I would just I would do that. Right. All 7 days or 5, it's different every month. Sometimes it's 5 days, sometimes it's 7.
Right.
We're gonna transition a little bit. We've been talking quite a bit about some things that obviously we're all pretty passionate about. Now we're gonna play a quick little fun game of rapid fire. Does everybody know how to play rapid fire? I explained it. Yeah, so I made a few songs.
Let's hear it.
Multitasking.
Few songs.
You need a beat.
Just a few questions we're gonna ask these guys. most truthful answer in the matter of like 1 second, because you gotta answer very, very quickly.
I know. Okay.
Right.
All right, well, it starts off light, so we're gonna start off with, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Favorite alcoholic beverage?
White Claw.
Cabernet.
Hennessy.
Pineapple ciders.
Cool. Biggest period craving?
Donuts.
Tacos.
Carbs.
Carbs, I think carbs.
Carbs.
All of them.
Nice.
Like
Pasta.
with bread.
I'm like cookies and fucking French fries. If I want French fries, I know. I'm like that grease.
It's like a fast food. If I'm like, okay.
Good segue. Favorite food?
Oh, tacos.
Vietnamese food.
Pasta.
Lasagna.
Ooh, nice.
Mine's
Taco
good.
to me dirty.
Wow.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's stupid. All right. Those were like good little warm-up questions. The heat is on for these last 2 questions. You got to answer.
Got to answer?
Favorite sex position? Go.
Cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl.
All of it.
Choose that.
No, when I asked that when I was writing the questions, I was like doggy style, and then I was like, but I like being on top, and then I was like, but I like this. And I didn't know what this is called, so I was like, everything. Like all of the above. Yeah.
You know that's which song came to my mind? Like she's a hoe.
You love it so secret.
Oh, sorry.
I got whole
That
activities,
shit, you go.
whole tendencies. All right, last question. Deal or no deal? Head or no head?
Head.
Hey.
Wait, get or give?
Give or receive?
Both.
Both.
Head.
Both.
Nice. All right, that was the end of our game of rapid fire. You guys did a great job. Thanks for being so open and honest today.
Tell me your business.
Yeah.
Your business.
That wraps up another episode.
This is the last
episode of season 1, and we're taking a little hiatus. But when we get back, we are gonna come back bigger and better.
How long we gone for? Like
We're gonna be gone for
Like a
a little over a month. Yeah.
Don't miss them too much.
we're gone for a month, but we got 10 episodes for you to
We
watch.
love you. Binge them. Let us know which episode has been your favorite this season. Thank you guys for making it to episode 10 with us.
Give us your feedback. What you looking forward to next season? You want to see more Anisha, more Lupe, more Tien? Should we bring them back?
Should we bring them back?
Y'all trying to come back?
Yes.
Always.
Thank you guys for
Always.
joining us on our last episode and being a part of this discussion.